Okay, today we want to work on a problem set 100, number 2. This is called a chemical mixture problem. And you can find how to do these problems if you turn to page 252 of the textbook and work on what they call type B problem. Example 61.1 can show you how to do these types of problems, but I'll show you how to do this today. So you have a mixture or a solution with 68% alcohol solution, as you can see right here. 68% alcohol. What they're going to do here is they want to know how much alcohol would be evaporated. That's shown in red. E for evaporation is shown in red. How much does it need to evaporate so that the remainder is 20%? And I usually like to draw a diagram to give me a good idea how to visualize what we're trying to figure out here. And the real cool thing is, on these types of problems, there's a formula that you need to follow. And that particular formula is the percent of alcohol minus the amount that you're going to evaporate, that's in red there, equals your final amount of alcohol, as shown by the 20%. And as I work down, the percent of alcohol would be 68% is 600 milliliters. We're going to subtract the E at this point. We're going to solve for E, and we're going to find out what that is, the amount of alcohol that needs to be evaporated to achieve 20%. And so that's what the formula looks like right there. Now, what is our final alcohol level? It's going to be 20% of the full amount. So here we have your final amount is going to be 2%, or 20.2 decimal, or 20% alcohol. Now, that is denoted by this particular number here, and I'll show you here. I'll underline it in red so we know what we're talking about. That's your 20%. And this amount here, the 600 milliliter minus the evaporated part, that is what's left over. That is the amount of your full amount of your 600 milliliters minus the evaporated amount. That's your final outcome. Then if we work out the math now, we have 0.68 times 600 milliliters, that's 408 milliliters, minus E. Now that's what we're trying to solve for. We're going to, once we get the equation figured out, we're going to solve for that. Equals, and then we do 0.2 times 600 is 120. And then 0.2 times E, which is minus 0.2 E. I'm just using the distributive property at this point. Now we can probably go ahead and solve this particular problem from scratch, but if you work out simple algebraic equations, solve for E, you will find out that E is equal to 288 divided by 0.8, which is 360 milliliters. Now that is the amount that is left over here of the solution to have a 20%. Okay, let's do a quick recap. You have a 600 milliliter beaker solution that's 68% alcohol, and you want to evaporate a certain amount of that's in red there. It's going to evaporate so that the bottom line is what you're left with is 20% alcohol. So you want to drop the 68 down to 20%, as shown in blue. And you will always use the same formula for this type of problem, and that formula is the main mixture, 68% of the 600, minus the amount that's going to evaporate, which is the red, and that will equal your alcohol final, which is the 20%. So just solve for E, and you'll get your answer.